Good morning, everybody. Get a little stretch in here. How are we all doing today? It's a Friday. It's the end of I think a pretty good week. We had fun this week. Yesterday was fun for me, probably boring for you, but whatever. Sometimes you got to do the boring stuff to get to the good stuff, and I'll talk a little bit today about some of what we found yesterday. So let's get into it here. And remember, before we get rolling today, I always got to remind you, right, of all the important stuff, right? Today's Friday. And if you watched Joe's from Craftmaster Journey show, I went a little crazy in the chat, right? I always call my bets out in chat because I don't do crapsy as a player on his show, just always too late. But I was going a little nuts today, right? We went to, I started $3,200 across. Joe sevens me out. I go to 6,400 across. He sevens me out. I go to 9,000 across. And did I hit it 9,000 across? Or no. Yeah, I think it was 9,000 when I finally hit it. No, 18,000 across. Anyway. I kept martingaling up, and then I come back down again. And it worked. Of course it worked, right? Martingale's always works, says the master, the goat, as we all know and love him. Martingale always works. Friday, who cares, right? It's a Friday, it's fake money, it's a who cares day. But normally we want to go through the steps, right? Have a goal, understand your goal, number one, understand the kind of bankroll you need to hit that goal. Make sure you marry it with the strategy you're going to play and your risk profile. All that stuff kind of matters, right? You bring that home with playing the right game at the right place and keeping your emotions in check. Let you have good discipline and you're out, right? That's the John Patrick Big 4 Little 3. And I think Joe wanted me to talk about a little bit, and this is the perfect screen to talk about on how I felt about Garrison's show with John Patrick and the astrologer. And here's what I would say to you. John Patrick is the GOAT, in my opinion, right? I love that guy. He's the reason why I am who I am. Right, my dad was a degenerate gambler, and I don't mean a degenerate like in a bad way. My dad was, where I get from my dad is the all or nothing. Right, my dad said, "You bring your bankroll. You're using your bankroll to win your money. Like there's no reason to have a stop loss. Your stop loss is what you bought in for because you're ready to lose it. And when you catch the run, be aggressive." That was my dad. My dad was a blackjack player, right? And he did very good most of his life playing blackjack. That's where that part of me comes from, right? The other part, the knowledge of the game, the understanding the math, the discipline, all those things, that's John Patrick. And it's always good hearing him talk through that stuff. He calls it the Big 4 and the Little 3. Okay. This is my version of that. I've taken what Patrick said, what my dad said, and I've kind of morphed it into this, right? And also kind of the way that David teaches the bridge, right? Between all of those influences, right? And I think it's important for you to know there's no one correct person, right? Obviously the math is correct, right? But you're getting advice from like Sam Grafstein or John Patrick or whoever. There's no one correct person. To me, you get it all, right? And that's kind of what my show's about, right? Giving you all this information, letting you kind of figure it out for yourself. I figured out from my dad, from John Patrick, from Grafstein, from other people, this. David from Casino Quest, this is how I view the world of gambling. Everything I do is filtered through this lens. It's the reason why when a table gets really hot, I'm okay leaning in, and I have ways to do that. It's the reason why when I'm with a group of people, I typically don't get slaughtered. It's the reason why when I do my coffee runs, I typically win money, right? Sure, I have losing sessions. Everybody does. But when I go this way and I run these things through, it's me, right? Hearing John Patrick, say his piece again and again and again on that show was great because he gets fired up and he's so passionate about it. And when he feels like he's hearing somebody say something that's bullshit, he has no problem calling it out, right? John Patrick is a great man. He was a good soldier. As you know, you probably know the story. His soldiering story. He fought in Korea. Harrowing tale. Appreciate his service, and I love that part of the show. As you know, I'm not a believer in superstition. I'm not a believer in table energy. I'm a believer in today's not my day. Sometimes you're just not throwing the dice well. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Whether that's metaphysics or zodiac, I don't buy it. Some people really do, and that's fine. For me, I just get that whatever, today wasn't my day. And sometimes I do a lesser than zero stop loss, right? I'll stop earlier because I'm just like, you know what, today just ain't going well and I'm not having any fun. So I don't really buy into the other stuff, but I know that Garrison does and a lot of people do. And if you do, I suppose the information that she was given was really good. So anyway, that was my my basic thought on that stuff. Yeah, a lot of people skip past that, right? And that was the thing. You want to get to the John Patrick stuff. I kept thinking to myself, God, get more Patrick, you know. But anyway, good to hear his voice. Potentially one last time. So, all right, let's get into today. Today's gonna be a quick chat, and then we're gonna jump right into Friday Follies and have some fun. I'm gonna do a really quick recap of that 48 roller. And again, I'm not trying to, like, you know, whatever, inflate myself. Okay. How many people are here? We have, I just want to check, do a quick rack check here, 18 people. I'm not trying to, like, you know, pump it up and say, hey, John threw a 48, which, you know, whatever. I've thrown a bunch of those. The 48 roller that I threw a couple weeks ago was interesting. And I knew it was an interesting roll because of the way the numbers came. It was like 7 or 8. I think I made 8 points, and 5 of them were buck shots. Like literally, like set a 5, hit a 5, set a 5, hit a 5, set a 8. And I'm like, that's going to be interesting to do a comparison of high level pressing versus come betting. And that's why I chose it. And I think where I will pump myself up is say this: almost everything I've said for the last 3 years, that yesterday's show kind of proves it to be true. Okay. If you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm going to review it here again. Daily Dose of DI, we're going to talk about craziness. And of course, Friday Follies, I'm going to do a 3-stage play today. Okay. Which is why it's crazy. It's not about the money. It's going to be a 3. I'm going to go Dallas drawdown. Once I draw down, I'm going to go Butterberg to table minimum, and then we're going to make a decision. Okay. I might go Butterberg to come bets. I haven't decided yet if I want to go come betting with odds or if I want to go with more of a traditional place bet strategy. We're going to go 3 stages today. And that's why it's crazy. I may throw $3,000 out there just for fun, but really it's about the play style. So ideally we get our drawdown to work so we can do the rest of it safely. That's the idea, but we'll see. We're going to construct something new today. Okay. Moving ahead. Let's look at the 48 roller. I'm going to switch really quick to the screen that shows you the stats, and then we'll come back to this screen and do the recap. So let me switch over to here and give us, let's get Firefox going. Can you see that good? Okay, I know maybe you can't see it that great. Let me move this over a little tiny bit so you can see the words. Is that better? There we go. Okay. Here's the strategy we did. I did 6. Believe it, I rolled out 6 strategies yesterday at one time. And here's what happened. And I have a new metric for you. Same better. Okay. Bought in for 160, right? His profit was 946, about $1,000. Okay. Again, taking out their buy-in. Okay. Because they were same betting, they only burned $160. Now their profit was 591%. That's pretty damn good. Okay. Never be ashamed of that. Okay. That strategy as a whole generated though $1,106. Okay. Which is not a lot. Okay. But the efficiency and this efficiency score at the end here is the thing I made up. Basically, it's how much did you profit off of how much you generated. Okay. So he earned $950 basically off of 1,100. So 85% efficiency rating. The half presser made not quite double, right? He had 1,000% profit rate on that roll. Bought him for 160, cashed out 1,600, also very good. Burned 1,500. The half presser burned as much as he won. Okay. Together, between what he won and what he burned, it generated a little over $3,000. Okay. But as an efficiency score, he collected and profited only 51% of what he generated. So what I mean by that is, again, the strategy generated $3,000 between what was on the felt as far as presses go and what came to the rack. Those two things together is what it generated. He only brought back 51% of what he generated. So the burn rate there is 49%. That's enormous. Okay. The efficiency rate there is 51%. It's just, again, it's a new metric that I'm kind of throwing at you here. I don't know if it's legit or not, but it's interesting. The 4-banger. This is the guy that went on every hit. He would press the sister numbers. He'd do 3 presses, and then he would collect on the 4th one. So it was a sister press, sister press, sister press, collect. Okay. He earned almost $6,000, 3,600% profit. It's enormous, right? It's amazing. But he burned 7,400. So all that pressing left $7,400 on the table when the 7 finally came. Huge red flag, right? Generated $13,000. If that guy pulls everything down before that last 7, right? His profit is 13,000, not 6,000, right? Meaning his efficiency was 44%. Now he did generate pretty much the most money, right? But his efficiency rating was so low because he burned more than he made. Again, David would call that opportunity. A lot of pros would call that opportunity. Okay, there's your number. The 3-point Molly that only played the line and 2 come bets. Okay, that person bought in for $450. So here's one of the differences. The buy-in is a little higher. Earned $2,400, 539%, puts him in 4th place. Okay, only at the end burned $400. Okay, come betting, I've told you before, you don't burn a lot. You don't have these big, huge presses out there, right? That guy burned $400 at the end. Okay, so what did he generate? $28.25 in total. What he won plus what he burned. The efficiency rate of that strategy was 85%, more than the same better. Right? Let's call it a tie. The efficiency rate of the come better, of the pass line with odds, 2 come bets with odds, same efficiency, 85%, as the same better, right? But almost 3 times the profit. That should be an eye opener for you. Okay. Then I did a 3-point Molly where all I did was come bets, no line betting. And I knew this was going to happen because we buckshotted all those points and you're not getting the pass line love. This person bought him for $450, only won $1,300. So 289% profit, burned only $375, right? Total generated was $1,675. His efficiency was 77%. Good efficiency, but he was on the wrong bets, right? This is the guy that caught the rhythm wrong. I talk to you guys about rhythm all the time. When you're hitting a lot of buckshot points like that, the pass line Molly is going to do better than the come bet Molly will, because you're out of rhythm with the shooter. That was a complete miss by that guy. Still made money, but on 48 roller to walk away with $1,300 is a shame almost. Right now, we get to the progressive Molly, and this was the guy that did the pass line and 2 come bets. Every win, we would increase the flat bet by 1 unit. So he went from $25 to $50 to $75 to $100 to $125 on the flat bet, and then 3, 4, 5 odds on top of that. He was aggressive. It took him $1,000 to get in. As a matter of fact, we were down to our last $75 at one point because he lost early, right? He had $1,000 buy-in, which really hurts a little bit, right? Big difference than the guy that spent $160 to get in, okay? He earned the most money, $62.50, okay? He burned only $725, right? Pretty good win percentage, 625. Look at the 4-banger with a 4,000 win percent, okay? Little different story there, right? The Molly guy generates $69.75. Again, didn't burn a whole lot of money. So his overall efficiency was 89%, almost 90%. He brings back 90% of what the strategy generated in terms of wins. That, again, it includes your profit in your rack plus what's on the table. 90% efficiency rate. That's come betting. Look at all 3 of those, 85, 89, 77. You're going to see that all the time with the come betting strategies. High efficiency, low house edge, okay? Granted, the 4-banger, look at the win percentage, 3,000% win, right? That's what we talk about when we say opportunity. Let's go back to the other screen. I'm going to minimize this. Let's go back over here again and recap. The opportunity that you get from heavy pressing is there, right? He's got the one guy's got $7,000 on the felt, $6,000 in the rack, right? Crushing souls, right? Felting the casino. One more hit, right? I think his last hit was a $3,000 win on the 10. He had $1,500, right? He won $3,000 on the 10, right? One more roll before that 7, right? And the efficiency starts to flip a little bit. You start getting, more, right? I think we were at like hit number 4, whatever it was on the pattern, right? One more collection off that table for that guy, and his efficiency probably goes from 50 to like 65 or something like that, right? But we didn't get it because you're press, right? You got to dodge the 7, 3 rolls, on every set of numbers before you can bring money back, right? Opportunity, huge, right? Win percentage, huge. Burn rate, huge. Efficiency rate, in the shitter, okay? The same better, very low risk, 160, right? Collect, makes $1,000, goes home, never feels shame about that. Most rolls don't go 48. The same better, by the way, was in first place the entire way until that long run, that one shooter, that one point that had like 20 something numbers in it. Until that point, right? 3 points in, the same better was ahead of everybody, right? The half presser hadn't collected enough money yet. The half presser's slow, man. You're only collecting half of what you win, It's a slow runner. It picks it up late, but it's so slow that unless you get the monster, the half presser was in last place almost the whole way through until we got some extra collects on the end there. The same better was in first place the entire way. He's beating the come better's ass because he's collecting. Most rolls that go, 2 to 6 or 7, that same better is making more money than everybody else is. He's collecting money in the regular. He doesn't capitalize on opportunity, but he makes money on the regular. Never be ashamed of just same betting. It's okay. The half presser, again, some people love it. I'm not a big fan. I don't think it's the best way to get there. I think if you're going to press, you fucking press. If you're not going to press, then just collect. But half pressing limited that guy's profit. Yeah, he won more than same better, but boy, it was slow getting there, right? The 4-banger, the guy that did the press, collect, that guy crushed it when the bets got big. He used leverage of wins to hammer the casino, right? That's good. Duracell, half press is good once you're at black chip level after 10 rolls. It takes a minute to get there. It took that guy so long to get to black chips. Then it's good. Then you're bringing back black chips, right? But boy, to get there, man, it was frustrating. The aggressive guy did great. Now, here's the one, right? Most right side players, and I'm talking to everybody with a YouTube channel. Nobody with YouTube channels is teaching come bets. Nobody, right? David calls them lies, right? You watch other guys, it's whatever, right? I'm telling you, every time I've broken down a monster roll. I did the Big AZ's 55 roller. I did my own 56 roller or 51 roller. I did my own 55 roller. I did this one. I can do it again and again and again and again. And the come better and the pass line guy will beat everybody's ass. Okay. Yesterday, the aggressive pass line guy won. Had the most profit, not the highest percentage, but the most money in the rack. Had the least amount of burn, right? Had the highest win efficiency, the highest efficiency rate. One across the board, okay? Now, it did need more bankroll, and I've said this to you before. If you're going to try and bet the come or the pass line with odds, you need massive bankroll. Go back to that very first screen. You want to play that way, you better have bank. You cannot be a come better with a $300 buy-in. You can't do it, right? Single odds sometimes can be said as enough. I think you got to max the odds out to make money, right? To ride those big waves. This guy needed $1,000 to buy in. Everybody else did it with 160. So 10 times the money he needed to make more money than everybody else. So come betting, pass line betting, low volatility, super high risk. You need a massive amount of money, okay? But every monster roll that I've evaluated, the same thing happens. The come better catches the monster roll better than almost everybody else. We started everybody at $25. So the first bet was 25 with max odds. So the first bet ended up being like 150. It was pass line with max odds. Everybody else was at 160 across. So all $25 bets is where we started, guys. The come better took the wins, and if he won the 125 and the flat, right, won them both, the next bet was $50. That was his press was $50, and then again 5x odds. So massive risk, right? And that's the big difference is massive risk because you got to put the odds out there. Okay. The big thing is not the dollars. I don't care that the come better won $6,000 and the presser won $6,000. That's nice. It's interesting, but it's not the story, right? The presser had a, 3,000% profit. The come better had 600% profit. So the profit levels are way, way off. The overall dollars matched. Don't let that confuse you. The big thing was the burn, right? Profit versus what he lost on the table when the 7 came. the efficiency of that is what I found to be most interesting. And every time I've done it, it's been the same thing. The come better wins a ton of money. Not a lot out there because they're cycling, the small bets. The hardcore pressers end up getting $3,000-$4,000 out there sometimes, right? Which is really cool. Generates a ton of money, but you have that big risk. So anyway, I thought very, very interesting. It definitely, look at it all. Like I said, we started them all out evenly, right? We all started out with $25 base bets. The presser guy got, I think he had the 10 at I think the last 10 was at $3,000, right? He pressed that thing way up there. High leverage on the opportunity. The come better's last bets, one of the come bets was 125 with like 450 in odds, right? So at some point he's pressing too. Same idea. You're pressing your come bet flats from wins, not from your bankroll. So, but you need bankroll to start the process, man. It's really hard. So anyway, I thought it was interesting. Come better on the monsters always seems to do better. However, on the short shitty rolls, the come better is always getting nothing out of it, right? You might get one come bet to hit and you're just kind of treading water or losing most of the time. When you hit it, you get it, right? It's like I said, same better does better on the short rolls. Come better does better on the long rolls. It's just very interesting. So there it is. There's what happened yesterday, and I'll do it again and again and again. It's like if I roll another monster at some point, we'll do it again, just because I think it's cool to see who does better. Anyway, and I think watching the rhythm. I'm not sure if you guys enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed dealing it because it's fun to learn how all that shit works. But when you watch it, it can be kind of boring to see the same rolls again. But I feel like the rhythm of the rolls is where the learning is. So, all right, let's move ahead. Really quick note here on this, and I want to repeat the point that Gargoyle made the other night with Jeff, and I think it's important, and I think it deserves or bears repeating. I'm gonna sneeze here. Hold on one second. Pardon me. Which is this: the point of DI. Why do we DI? We want to avoid the crazy. It's all about avoiding craziness. It's not. I mean, ultimately, the dice sets help you find numbers, but really, what it's about is avoiding all the different faces of the dice being active, right? I've said this for years. Before I even tried to throw the dice like a DI, right? I always thought, man, when one of these things lands, and what do you have there, 2 in front of you? This die always has the other one. It's always got the partner for it, right? I'm like, how can I find a way to make sure that this die here never lands on the partner? How can I find a way to avoid that? And I always thought, well, if I don't hit the wall very hard, right? And maybe it comes off the wall and it just kind of comes off and it rolls and rolls like once or twice or something. Maybe I never show the 2, right? Maybe the 2 or the 5. Maybe the 5 never shows up as one of the top numbers, right? Maybe whatever. And I thought, well, let me just try and throw them softly so that, one die only ever has 3 of the 6 faces that ever kind of show to the ceiling. And kind of limit my chance by 50%. I always thought that was a thing. Now that I'm learning how to throw the dice, that is the point. The point is to hit the ball very softly and control how many times the dice kind of roll off of it. And maybe because you picked a good set, what shows to the ceiling is light. That's all it is. So crazy as she goes, we want no crazy. We want no crazy. Matter of fact, this is going to be one of those sexist things. But have you ever seen the crazy hot scale video, you guys? I know. Have you ever seen that video? Put it in chat if you have. I'll find it someday and I'll put it in Discord. There's a guy who's got he looks like an old coach. He's got like a short sleeve white shirt with a black tie, and he's doing like a Vince Lombardi coach thing with like a whiteboard, and it's the crazy hot scale. It's one of the funniest videos you'll ever see in your life. Talking about who are you dating, and based on these characteristics, is she crazy or is she super hot? It's fantastic. Anyway, that reminds me of this. I want a little bit less crazy in my life, right? Crazy can be fun. Crazy can be dangerous. I'd rather have it be super calm and conservative and keep the dice not doing a whole lot of stuff. So, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to the daily paycheck, the Friday daily paycheck. We're going to go, by the way, here we are. Overall, we're 29-9, 76%. Not bad. Good profit though, $14,000 up. Remember, we won $100K last year, so we're working off the $100K now. Now I'm $14,000 up on the 100K, which is fantastic. $5,000 a day to win $500. That's about what we're trying to do. Today, right? All that goes out the window. We're just going to go have some fun. I'm going to do this. We're going to go Butterberg from a drawdown, and then we're going to shoot the moon, right? I'm going to try for a 48 roller today. My goal today is 48 rolls. Again, we're going to Butterberg from a decent level, okay? Or draw down from a decent level. We're going to go to a Butterberg. I'm going to turn the Butterberg into a moonshot, okay? Don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I haven't quite decided. I think I'm going to go, because it's Friday, we'll probably go 3200 across and do it that way, all right? So here we go. Let me switch the screen for you here. Give me a second to do all this. I'm going to switch my screen. We're going to turn that on. We're going to go to the right side bet window and take this off the table like we do. And here we go. Boy, you guys getting a little shine on that one end of the table. Is that weird? Feels like it's kind of shiny. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go. I'm going to put this over here so I can type the numbers in for us. Nice and easy. I'm going to get Crapsy going for us. So give me a second to turn that on. Is Crapsy working today? Come on, you. You can do it. Crapsy is sometimes a little slow. Let's go to the group tables. We're going to start the daily paycheck. Get your bets on in. I am going to take my $5,000 bankroll right here. We're going to go all in. I'm going to go with 3,500. 1, 2, 3,500 with 300 and change. We're going to go 3,200 across. We're just going to go. We're just going to go all in. We're going to draw down from 3,200 today. I'm not even going to warm up. I'm just going to freaking throw the dice. And here we go. We're going to jump in both feet and make this thing happen. Get your bets in. I see there's 5 people playing along so far. So let's. I'm going to switch over to the throwing screen here, and wish old Johnny some luck today. Let's get it done. I noticed, by the way, I was watching back one of the videos from the other day, track and rolls, and from this camera angle, I was catching myself with the wrong dice set. Right, my dice set should be at 5-3. You should see a 5-3. I should see a 3 and a 1. A couple times I had the wrong dice set. Maybe that's why I threw all the 7s. I don't know. Let's go. Here we go. Bring the puck down over here with me. And I'll put it off, but here we go. Dice are out for the 7 people playing along in Crapsy. Let's go. You're going to loan me some money. You're going to loan me some money today. Here we go. Power Friend. I had not seen Power Friend in forever. Wow. Fuzzy's here. This is cool. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out. And we got a 2-1-3 on the come out. So 1, 2, 3. Little 1, 2 there. Probably have to refresh the roll tracker to make that work. Weird that the roll tracker is working visually for you guys, but not for me. Why can't I see? Oh, there it goes. Wow, that just took a long time. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Let's go ahead and. All right, that's going to be a 6 and a 5. That's going to be a 2 and a 1. Let's catch a point and get it done. Here we go. DP winner. That is going to be midnight. Pass line getting killed right here, huh? 6-6. Let's knock out the ATS early, huh? Let's knock it out. Get your bets reset, please, and I will get our dice set going. Come on out. Come out and play. Here we go. All right, there's a 5-2-7 front line, a winner. We are not going to have a point ever today, I'm guessing. Looks like there's never going to be a point. Clears out the ATS, clears out the repeater bets. Just a little bit of a disaster. Here we go. Coming out, still coming out. Come on, man. My gravy. They're landing, and I'm pinning them again on top. There's a 4-2. Point is going to be a 6. 4-2-6. All righty, here we go. The bets are on. 4-2-6. Make sure it says on, not no to the shooter. And here we go. Again, 3,200 across for me. You can see my bets from this view. I'll switch in when it's time to actually make some payments, but here we go. Here we go. I might need 10 grand. I may have gone in a little too high here, right? But this is how we did the paycheck before, right? We did it like this. Here we go. Boo, yeah. Looking for a couple numbers up in here. Rick Farmer's here. Rick roll. That is a beautiful freaking throw. That is a 5. That's a 3 and a 2. Gotta love that. 3-2. Typed in 3-2. Okay, let's go. Let's make some money, right? $500 pays $700. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go bring all this down, and we're going to go $300 per number. Okay, so it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, $1,800. There's $1,500, $1,800 across, $300 per spot. I'm going to bring all this back. Okay, there is my bankroll. Working on getting rebuilt. Okay, 1,800 across is 300 per number. If we catch a hit here, I'll go down to 700 and we'll Butterberg from there. Okay, there we go. Time to get your bets in. Hit number 1, bring about half your money back plus your win. Okay, remember, I'm out there for a 3,200, right? What am I light right now? I've got, I have about 1,000. I have $1,200 at risk right now, right? So we brought back enough to make our risk not feel quite so bad if we have a problem here. Let's go. Nice route. Five. We repeat the 5. A 4 and a 1 this time. It's a 1-4 actually. 1-4. 1-4. Let's get paid. Pay a brother. Here we go. All right. 300 pays 420. And now we're going to go to 700 across. There's 600, 700. Okay. I think it's 700 that I want it, or maybe it's 750 that I want to do. Let's go. Let's get this set up right. We're going to go 100, 100, 100, 100. These will be at 150. There's $100 in my hand. Like so. Okay. So it's 600, 700 across. Everything else is going to come back to the rack. Now watch where I am. I'm going to bring my blacks out of my rack here. That's 500, 1,000, 1,500, and 420. That's 3 purple chips. There they are. And here they come. That's my starting bankroll. I'm back. I've got $420 in profit. That's a paycheck. I'm playing out there at 640. Now we're going to Butterberg. From here, we're going to Butterberg it out. I'm going to Butterberg, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the bets that hit into come bets with odds. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to go to the Molly. We're going to have a 48 roller right now and jump into a Molly. Maybe. Let's just avoid, let's start by avoiding disaster here, right? Even if we do, we got our money. We're fine. We have a paycheck. We can do it again, but I'd like to get the roll to go. I want to make the transition if I can do it, right? And by the way, if I was doing a real paycheck, we're done, right? We got 400 here and 700 there. You're out the door with $1,000, right? That drawdown makes $1,000, which is cool. We're going to keep on playing today because it's Friday. Here we go. Dice are out. Can't see the blue one. It's a 5. Of course, right? I'm talking smack. It's a 5-2. 5-2. Where I stand, I can't see that side of the table at all. So, all right. 6 roller. Made our money though. We made our money and I'm okay with that. So get your bets on in. I'm going to reset everything. Let's go to here. Take all this mess down. But it would have been nice to have had that Butterbird kind of play through. Maybe this shooter will get it. There's the potential profito gone. There's 2,500, 3,200. Let's do it again. Puck is off. All right, here we go. Let's make it happen a second time. I'm going to turn Crapsy off, or not off, but let's go. Do it again. Do it. It's Friday. I'm going to do it again. I'll probably do it 3 times today. Let's actually hit it though this time. Let's actually get it all the way to work. That's the whole thing, right? Here we go. Dice are out. Dice are out. That is a 8. 5 and 3. Could have used the 8 on the last shooter, right? 5, 3. 5, 3, 8. All right, I'm just going to move the puck over. I wasn't working, of course. Oh, come on. Come on, puck. Do your thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're on the 8. And, yeah, let's do it. Let's get this. My roll tracker is ready. It's showing on screen. You're ready. Here we go. Dice out. Let's get the drawdown to happen. Again, watch the numbers, right? We have $3,200 at risk, right? If we get our 2 hits, we'll be up 1,000, right? This thing, it works in thirds, right? Your first roll, your risk goes down to 1/3 of your initial. On the second roll, your profit is 1/3 of your initial. That's how the drawdown basically works. If I roll the right dice here, you'll see what I mean by that. Here we go. Coming out, or dice are out. That is a 4. Love that one. Woo! 1-3. That's great. Alrighty, let's go make some money. 4 pays 1,000 for 5, 10, 15, 20, $25. I only have 20 in my rack. I owe the world 5. I'm not going to break $100 for 5. So I owe the world $5. I'm going to put the $5 just there. I owe $5 later on. Okay. Now let's come back down to 1,800 across. 15, 16, 17. I got to pull $100 out of my rack here. 1,800. Okay. Now remember, we went out for $3,200, right? And we're back in our rack for about 1/3 total risk. $1,800 is out there. Let's get all the blacks up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. $300 per spot on the felt for hit number 2 of the drawdown. Again, total risk, if you think about it, right? Out for $3,200. We brought back, let's see, $3,200 minus $1,800 is, what is that? $1,400 plus the $1,000. We brought back $2,400, which means we're only out there for a little less than $1,000. About 1/3 of our initial is what's at risk right now. That's why I like the drawdown so much. The first hit takes so much risk away. It just makes it a lot easier. Or a lot more palatable, I guess. Right, here we go. Dice are coming in. The shooter has them. And here we go. Dice out. $6-5. Mid-mo, yo, beautiful. Beautiful toss, Johnny. 6-5. Nope, 6-5. I got to make sure in the roll tracker I enter the dice in correctly. The blue die goes in first. The bottom die, it's for tracking for later. All right, here we go. That was a quick one. I'm just going to press the button. And let's rock this guy out. There's a 6-5. There's a 1, 2. Here we go. Dice out. Oh man, big bounce back. It's a hard 10, 5-5. A little too much crazy on that one, right? 5-5. We'll take it though. Happy accident. 5-5. All right, let's switch over. I have $300 on it. That'll pay 6. We're gonna go to 700 across. And again, I'm gonna owe some vig. I'm gonna owe 5, 10, 15 in vig. I'm gonna put the reds out here. I'm gonna do it like we're doing this like baccarat, right? There's the vig I still owe. Again, I'm not gonna break chips yet. We're gonna go 700 across. I'll break a black. Oops, I got these in the wrong spots over here. For greens, bring the rest of this mess back to the rack. There's 500. There's 500. There's 500. So it's 2 more purples. And 200 even. Let's bring it all back up. Guess what? Now we have in our rack our money back plus $1,300 in locked profit, and we're still playing. Okay? Here we go. Now we Butterberg. Now we go Butterberg style. Hopefully we get some hits and I can bring some of those bets down. And we'll play them through as combats with odds. Here we go. All right, that's in. Here we go. That is a 10. Easy. 6-4. Another amazing throw. 6-4, 10. So check it out. Here's what I'm going to do. We'll go to 6. Type in first. 6-4. Okay. That's going to pay 200 for 5 in vig. Okay. Again, I'll put that out here. 25. Now I'll start paying myself. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to bring this down. Okay. We're going to change in one of these for 4 greens. I'm going to start coming. I'll take another quarter here and pay off my vigs. Now that I have change, I'll pay the vigs off. Okay, so coming for a quarter after the hit on the 10, bringing the rest into the rack. Okay, I'm going to bring them down and start doing combats. If I happen to buckshot that number, que sera, sera. Here we go. We're going to Butterberg into a molly here this time. Maybe. Spammers found the chat. Somebody go ahead and you can, my moderators that are here can ban them. It's fine. Here we go. We do have moderators here. Somewhere I know I think Joe's a moderator. I think Duracell's a moderator. Just go ahead and nuke them for me. Thank you. Dice are out. Can't see it. It's another yo. 6-5. 6-5. We haven't had spammers in our chat in a long time. It's been. We used to get them all the time. We used to get the porn was a big thing, but for somehow that's been kind of squashed until just now. All right, here we go. Get those bets in quick, guys. There's 21 of you playing along. I'll give you another few seconds here. I'll just grab a quick sip of coffee. All right. Here we go. Dice are out. Oh, I didn't pay myself. Sorry, the yo gets paid. Duh. And I'm going to stack it. You know me, I'm stacking the natties. Stacking the natties. Here we go. Why did that not get typed in? Hold on. It didn't get typed in over here. 6-5. Man, the roll tracker's running really slow today. 6-5. It's like it's hung up or something. I'm not sure what's happening over there. The roll tracker's not picking it up. I'll make sure I type it in later. Oh, there it goes. Wow, it took like 5 seconds to come in. Anyway, here we go. Coming out. The comeback is still looking to go somewhere. Hopefully it goes somewhere good. We'll start knocking down those black chips if we can, right? Oh, it buckshotted, right? It went right back to the 10, 6-4. That's okay. 6-4, 10. 6-4, 10. All right, let's go ahead and move it up. So the $50 come bet will go to the 10. Now, my odds on that are going to be odds on what the original flat bet was. We could say that we can go odds here, right? I can go 3x odds on that and make it $150. We can totally do that, right? That's kind of the point here, is to make a little bit extra money. We've got to dig into our profit stack a tiny bit. I need to get 4 more green chips, and we'll come. Actually, we're not going to come again. We're going to come when a bet pays. The bet pays for the come that comes through. So we're gonna get prepped up for it. Not going to put it out there just yet. Here we go. Holy Rollers here, Brian. Brian. Hey, I got to congratulate you, man. I mean, I know I did it on Facebook, but why don't you tell everybody in chat about what happened, what I gave you the congrats for? You met one of my life goals. I've been talking to my wife about this. Our whole purpose, right, is to accelerate every dollar we make to do exactly what you did. Tell them all what you did and how good you have to feel. How good are you guys feeling right now? Here we go. Dice are out. Man, that's life goals. Here we go. Oh, they fluttered on me. I flicked them weird. 1, 2, 3, ace deuce. I wasn't in the come, but that was a horrible throw. That was a terrible throw. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna get them set real quick and let you guys. We're gonna start quick here. No need to waste a ton of time in crap. So here we go. Coming out. That is a 7-4-3. Yeah, too much pink. You can tell, right? My throw is getting to be a little crappy. Again, Butterbird doesn't work today, right? That's a 4-3, 3-4-7. I'm telling you, the last few days, I have not felt, this whole week, I felt off. My throw has not felt very good for whatever reason, it's been a little bit ugly. Let's get all this crap off the table. We'll do one more shooter, though. One more shooter. This will be it. Last shooter. Last shooter. That's a bummer, man. All right, let's see where we are. Let's get that going. Refresh that. Go ahead and get your bets in. I'm going to give you a quick lens into where I am. We have our money back, right? We have $14,000 in profit, right? Probably a good time to go home, right? Probably a good time to go home. But it's Friday, so we're not going home. We're going to go out there again. 3,200 across. So let's get, there's 1,200. There's 3,200 across. Hopefully we can get the same result or better. Here we go. Puck is off. Dice are coming. Your bets better be in. Last shooter, last call. Here we go. Here we go. We coming out. We are coming out. Jen's bets should have been off because she's definitely see a shooter throw some horns, turn my bets off kind of a person, right? Yeah, no inside hits that time, right? Here we go. My throw is weird today. My throw all week has been off. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out. 6, 5-1. There's your inside number. 5-1. It's a 1 and a 5. There's a 1 and a 5 for the roll tracker. Quickly show you, we're going to move the puck on the 6. And yeah, let's get after it. Ooh, Nemo gifted a membership. Thank you for that. All right, 2 and a 1. Let's go. Here we are. Turn Crapsy off. Yeah, not helpful as a come out roll, Jen. There's no question about that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's make it happen. Let's get some inside hits this time. What do you think? That is a 4-3. That's not going to be an inside hit. That's going to be a disaster. 4-3. Yeesh. PSO. 4-3. Ugliness, ugliness, ugliness. I'm going to reset the table here. Go and get your bets in. I'm going to reset my stuff. Let's go here. So we got burned. We got burned big time. Do I have enough money to do it? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, $200. I have exactly $3,200. All right, here we go. We're all in. We're all in on a Friday morning. All in. Reset everything. Back out we go. Let's do it. Oh, did I hit it? There we go. All right. All right. Can Johnny get 2 rolls? Actually, I'm going to need 4 rolls. I got to, when I'm down, instead of martingaling, I do a 2-stage drawdown. So we got to do it in 2 stages here today. Should have left when I was up 1,000, right? Or 14,000. Or 1,400 I was up. Here we go. Here we go. Right view, yes. Puck is off, by the way. I know it shows on there, but it's really off. Here we go. Coming out. That's an 8-4-4 square pair. Puck goes to the 8-4-4. Okay, let's go. I'm not getting the roll track. Oh no, roll tracker. Right. All right, here we go. Get your bets in. Let me get my dice set, and then I'll turn you off. Here we go. Looking for some numbers up here. Can we get it? Can we get it done? Can we get it done? Oh yeah. I know you can't see it. Hold on a second. That is a 3 and a 6, so it's a 9. 3-6. It's actually 6-3. So 6-3 and 6-3. It's an inside hit. That's going to pay $700. I'm going to same bet. I got to take 2 hits at each level to work this thing. So I'm going to double the hits instead of double the money. Since I don't have enough money to double my bets, we're going to double the hits. So I'm taking a huge ass risk here. Let's go. Let's go. 6, 5, and a 2 and a 1. Eight, 6, 2. 6, 2, 8. Gotta get your bets going. 6, 2 there. Let's get that paid. That's the point. That's gonna again pay $700. Okay. We're gonna go down to 1,800 across now. There's 1,800. I'm gonna take the rest back to the rack. There's half our bankroll back. Eesh. And we're going to go with 1,800 across. So here we go. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. One more set of 3. And that goes to the bank. Okay. Puck is off. We're coming out. 1,800 across for 2 hits. And then we'll get back to the regular plan. All right, here we go. Your bet should be in. The Nexus site looks good. Thanks, Dan. Working hard on that damn thing. I'll tell you that. There's a lot going on there. There's a whole lot going on to get it right. You got to remember the Casino Quest guys are filming videos at 3 times the rate that I film them. So getting the videos up, the descriptions right, the thumbnails right, keeping the site making sense is hard. I don't like the community page just yet. We got to work on some stuff. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out. Let's fix these mechanics. That's better. 10. 6 and a 4. Alrighty. 6, 4, 10. We got a point. And let's go. Get my dice set. You guys get your bets in, and we'll be fine. Here we go. Dice out. Dice out. All right, check, check. You got me now? Okay, let's go back over. I changed my other mic. My other mic died, so you're gonna get some echo on this one. It's the bigger room mic. Well, it's really clipping. Um, let me change that a little bit. Bring the gain down just a bit. That's the table mic. There, is that better? That should be not clipping. Okay. Um, Apologies on that, but here we go. We are looking for what? I lost my place now. I don't know where I'm at. The point is 10. We got one hit, right? We need one more hit at this level. Okay, here we go. All right. Nice. That is a 617. Of course it's a 7, right? Ice the shooter, 617, lose all that. Do I have time for one more shooter? I almost feel like that throw shouldn't count because you guys iced me. Should have been off. Should have been off. What a bummer. What a bummer. Okay. How much money do I have left? Do I have enough money to even go out again? Maybe I don't. Let's see. Let's see. What do I have left in the rack? Do I have? I do. I can do it. I can get 3,200. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can do it. I have exactly 30. I made the exact money back. Here we go. Here we go. We're all in, except for $20. Last shooter. For sure, last shooter. I'm not lying. Last shooter. Here we go. That was too quick. That was too quick and not very satisfying. Here we go. Oh, yeah. We got to make that money back, man. So bummed. All right. Here we go. Dice are out. One more shooter. One more shooter. Here we go. Coming out. Okay, what a flicker that was. 6-1. No harm, no foul. Here we go. Four, 3-1. Right. It's a 4. Most tracker's not taking the numbers. I'm not sure what's happening. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 6, 5, 2, 1. All right. Dice are out. Better looking toss. That's a 10 hard. 5, 5. One felt okay. That's going to be a 10. 5, 5 double nickel. 5, 5. Pays a grand, which is nice. Again, we're going to do probably 3 hits and then come down. So we need to work it. I owe the world $25 in the VIG. I'll put the VIG money again over here. When I get chips back to the rack, I'll start paying those VIGs off. But right now, the pit boss and I are going to be friends. He'll log how much I owe him for later. All right, 2, 1. Here we go. Dice are out. Dice are out. Can't see it. 5, 6. Went to the inside on me. 5, 6, yo. Kind of a boring one. Oh, not on the other screen. 5, 6. There it is. All right. Get your bets in. Here we go. Dice are out. Ugh, not a great throw. It's a 9. I'll take it. But it was not bueno. 6, 3. 6, 3, 9. That's cool. Well, it'll pay 700, which is nice. We need 3 hits before we come down. Again, we've lost a couple of times. So to make up for the losses, instead of going out bigger bets, I'm going to take more hits before I do the regression. So that was our second hit. We'll do a 3 hit and down. Really asking for a miracle here, right? I'm really asking myself to do yeoman's work, right? There's that. There's this. Here we go. It's out. 3, 6, 9. All right. So then I was going to pay again 700. We're going to come down to 1,800. There's 1,800. We're going to come down to 1,800 across. Bring this back to the back. And we've got, how much are we doing here? We have 5. All right, we're still down. Technically speaking, if I bring all that back, we're up. Okay, if I bring it all back to the rack, we're actually up $600. We've recovered our money. We're back to square. Okay, but I can't go out 700 across just yet. Okay, we need to get another couple of hits to do that. So I'm going to go back out there at the 1,800 for 1 or 2 hits, and then we'll come down and play across. The 1,800 across now. If we burn it, we burn it. It is what it is. But we have recovered. Now I'm going to go back to the regular thing. We'll do a 1 hit at this level, and then draw down and do the Butterbird from here. So we need 1 hit at this level, and then we'll draw it down, and we'll be okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. But we did fight back. We did. If we lose it all, we get to say we fought back and made a bad decision. And I'm okay with that. I made paycheck twice today, actually, right? I made paycheck like 3 times. But yeah, we're going to keep playing. It's Friday Follies. Never going to keep playing. Last shooter, though. Last shooter. Here we go. Anything but a 7. I'm going to say that. Anything but a 7. 1 more hit. All the superstitions are coming out. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop and have a cup of coffee. Here's my coffee. Can you see it? I'm going to have a little bit of coffee as we go. Trust myself. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here comes it. Here comes it. You know what's coming, right? It's going to be a. This is going to be a 516. I'm going to predict it right now. Hop the 516. Hop the mixer. Oh, it's a 437. Well, I was close. I was close. It was one number off. One number off. 4-3. Knew I was going to coach that 7 out, right? 4-3. Um, that's pretty funny, isn't it? There it is. All right, we lost. We lost, and who cares? It's Friday. We did fight back and make a paycheck on this guy, and that's cool. Fun to do it. Whatever. I'm not gonna, on a Friday, it's a who cares thing. We actually made $1,400 in the first shooter. Actually, I made 500. Then I made 1,400. Then we made 500 here. It was fine. I just wanted to keep on throwing. But that'll do it. That'll be the end of the rolls for today. Let's go back and talk about it. My stats are going steadily down, by the way. We had a BSR at about 8 for a while. Now the BSR is at about 5. So we're definitely losing ground with these short rolls that I'm having. Where's my mouse? Let's turn the light off. Let's go back over here and let the camera come on in. All right, so whatever. We never got to the Butterbird. Like, we never got far enough into that thing. I couldn't get past 5 rolls. Today was, it's so funny. Some days we just have these great, nice 9, 10, 15 rollers back to back to back to back. Today, just nothing, man. This whole week has been nothing but shorties. My releases are bad. You can't see them flying, but they aren't spinning at all. They're floating like this. I can't seem to get it right. I'm not blaming that for anything. I'm not comfortable. So not doing so well. Anyway, who cares? It was a good week. I had fun this week. I learned a lot this week, actually. I think if I look at the week as a whole, we had some good stuff. I think the learning from yesterday was great. We dove into the lay 4 and lay 10, lay 4, lay 10 for the come out, and saw why that's a bad idea. We covered some good ground this week. And I think, and with Jeff and Gargoyle doing the flea flicker explanation, with Ken doing his tournament, with DGen doing his craziness tournament, it's been a good week for the craps world. So with all that said, guys, get after it. Have a happy Friday. Have a good, safe, long, fun weekend. And I will see you again Monday morning again. Next week, only 3 shows. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Actually, not even Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'm out of town. Yeah, actually it's Monday and Tuesday next week. That's it. 2 shows next week. Wednesday I'm in Seattle. Thursday I fly to Vegas. Friday morning I'll do a Friday Follies from the casino. I'll do a little bit of live from the Problem Crafts. And that's it. Y'all have a good one. I will see you next week. Bye all.